Hi guys and welcome back to this channel. I am Sylvia and today we're gonna talk about fresh and clean smelling fragrances, and I am super happy to have here with me a quite large range of choice, definitely in terms of price because we're gonna have different prices in here, definitely in terms of smell itself because we're gonna have something much more into fruity fresh smelling, something much more into florals, musky, etc. So I think that everybody's gonna be able to find something interesting in here. As always, hopefully this video is gonna be fun and helpful. So in that case, please remember to like it and subscribe to the channel. Okay guys, so there is something mandatory I have to begin with, and it is actually the whole brand, but in particular those two. And the brand I'm talking about, it is Narciso Rodriguez with Pure Musk and For Hair in the L'Eau de Toilette version. So both of them are a super good idea for a daily usage, super appropriate for an office environment, work environment. There's nothing that could bother the people around, but I would love to focus mainly on differences between them. So Pure Musk, it is much more floral and much more feminine, while For Hair, it is a little bit, I would say even neutral smelling, a little bit into a unisex side. So at least for me personally, this is not an easy grab for me. I wouldn't put it on myself while doing a grocery shopping, while having a sporty outfit on, because it is really feminine, while this one, it is a super easy grab, even though it could smell kind of bossy, formal, depending on the situation. Still, it is, I would say, a neutral smelling, clean smelling fragrance. So don't be bothered by the fact that this is feminine, because it is nothing noisy, it is nothing provocative. I mean, if you're wearing high heels to the office, it is like a totally 100% appropriate fragrance for you on a daily basis. So yep, I think that they are well known. I would use this video as a reminder. So otherwise, if you don't know them, take the opportunity and try them both. Okay guys, so let's talk about the most pricey one out of this video probably, and I am talking about Apollonia by Xerjoff. So first of all, since I am placing it right now here, it means that I really like and appreciate this scent. But anyway, I have to be brutally honest about this one. And I recommend this scent only to those that already know Pure Musk or still For Hair, the ones I've been talking about previously, because it smells really similar to at least Pure Musk by Narciso Rodriguez. I think that this is a good recommendation to those that are using Pure Musk on a daily basis and got a little bit maybe annoyed or bored and looking for something still similar smelling but much more elevated in terms of quality, blend. But more than that, guys, if you don't know Pure Musk yet, if you haven't tried it yet, I wouldn't recommend you to spend all this money on Apollonia. So yeah, I don't want to be responsible for your blind buys, guys. I want to be honest. Anyway, I really recommend it to those that, as I said, already know well Pure Musk and are looking for something, you know, high quality, So that was Apollonia. Right now I'm gonna show you something super affordable. It is an Arabian fragrance, and the fragrance I'm talking about, it is Club de Nuit by Armaf. But first of all, you have to know that according to many people around the internet, it is supposed to be a dupe for Mademoiselle by Chanel. And I have to kind of agree with that. I mean, it is a huge inspiration for sure. But personally, I don't like those one-to-one dupes, but only with a lower quality. And to me, it is definitely inspired, but different enough to own it anyway. So I recommend this fragrance, especially to those that already know Mademoiselle, but are looking for something fresher, much more citrusy for summertime or right now, depending on your lifestyle. And also to those that still are kind of in love with Mademoiselle, but because of its hype and because of the fact that it is really present around, we are looking for something still same fragrance profile but a little bit different than the usual Mademoiselle, you definitely have to try this one. Guys, considering the price, it is abysmal. I mean, the longevity, it lasts I would say more than 1 day on your clothes, the whole day on your skin. The projection, it is, I would say, the same as a Mademoiselle. So considering the price, guys, I really recommend you to try this one. And so that was Club de Nuit. I have to place my babies in here, and what I'm talking about, these are eccentric molecules, in particular molecule 1 and eccentric 1. By the usage, almost empty bottles, you can tell that I am really in love with those, in particular with this one, the basic classy one, molecule 1. And oh, that's gonna be tricky. It is almost impossible to tell how they smell, because it could sound as a scam, I know, guys, but it really depends on your skin chemistry. I tested them for a long time with many people, with my friends, with my co-workers, with the team of 20 people at the same time, and it is true that they smell totally different based on the skin chemistry, depending on who's wearing them. But mainly what they smell like, still, it's gonna be about smelling clean, musky, elevated skin scent. And so, basic on my experience also, because of my friends being aware of the fact that I really love to test fragrances, that I am a maniac of fragrances, I encountered many surprising reactions on those. Like, oh, Sylvia, you have no fragrance today? That's strange, because you're always testing something, but anyway, you smell so good. Is it your laundry scent or your clothes? Anyway, these were eccentric molecules. So I don't want to recommend you guys to blind buy them. Totally no, but as soon as it's gonna be possible for you, you have to test them. There is something magical to these fragrances. I really love to have them always in my collection. As a fragrance itself, when I want to smell clean, and so. But anyway, they are also super basic fragrances for blends with the others. So yep, these were eccentric molecules. We have a Perfume in Rose by Zara, which is supposed to be a dupe to You by Glossier. Unfortunately, I have no comparison. Glossier is not available where I live, even though technically I somehow already own it, thanks to my sister that went to London, got it for me, but unfortunately it's waiting for me in Poland. So I can't wait to go there and grab it and compare them and test it, etc. But today we're gonna talk about a Perfume in Rose by itself as it is. And so quickly, honestly, it is somehow a super basic smelling fragrance. I wouldn't be surprised if after testing them, many people would tell that it is nothing special. Yes, guys, it's nothing special, but anyway, by my experience, I have to guarantee that I kind of crave it on a daily basis. It is mainly about rose and musk, but it is really clean smelling. Like, I mean, I use it as a self-refresher, if it makes sense. Longevity, projection, it is quite medium to low. Longevity 4 to 5 hours, projection super intimate, but I really put it into my purse once I know the day it's gonna be a long one. I would need something to refresh my thoughts, and I think that even though this one by itself, it is not a special one, it is nothing outstanding, I think that that's gonna be somehow a new trend, considering all those wood-based fragrances, super gourmand, sweet, heavy fragrances. At some point we crave for something different, something much more clean, fresh smelling, or let's say for a self purpose, for self usage, self refresh, I really enjoy this one. Considering the price, I wouldn't complain about the longevity and projection also. So check this out. It was a Perfume in Rose by Zara. Guys, I know it is not easy to find a good quality, fruity, citrusy smelling fragrance because many of them after 10 minutes since the first spray they are already gone, or they smell kind of synthetic like an air freshener, etc. But I have something special for you, and it is actually an oldie one. What I am talking about, it is In Love Again by Yves Saint Laurent. And so, talking about citruses, what we think about usually it's lemon, bergamot, maybe lime, but what you will find in here, it's a super naturalistic smelling grapefruit. And how I perceive it, it's mainly this beautiful grapefruit with musky and sandalwood base to it. But what I love this scent for, basically, it is longevity, projection. It is a quite rich pyramid, so you will find in here different fruits like blackcurrant, apple to it, then flowers like rose, and different ones. And so even though it is a quite linear one, then you're gonna have those unexpected hints of something much more going on around. And so hopefully it's gonna be something interesting for you. That was In Love Again by Yves Saint Laurent. Okay, so here I would love to play something extra for you guys. There are many fragrances I really appreciate, but or they are discontinued, or I didn't test them for a longer time, so I don't feel myself to recommend you those fragrances, or for any other reasons. I want to show you quickly all of them together. And so starting out of Le Papier by Diptyque, I am really in love with the scent, but I have only a sample. I am, let's say, testing it regularly from time to time with one spray. I am still waiting to get my full bottle. It is only about myself saying, you know, you have to test the fragrance before purchase for this price. I am quite sure I'm gonna have it in my collection, but anyway, that was Le Papier by Diptyque. Then we're gonna have She by Emporio Armani, the one I've been talking about in the last video. Super sexy one, after shower, smelling warm skin, feminine, airy fragrance, really clean smelling like, but also super sexy. I really recommend you to try this one. I don't know if it's discontinued or not. Here around where I live, I can find it with no concern. Then we're gonna have Flora Botanica by Balenciaga, and have to admit that that was my blind buy. Once I tried it, I said, you know, there's nothing special, but since I have it, I can't do without it during the summertime. I super use it last year and 2 years ago. There is nothing much more refreshing than this one to me, and I am really sorry about this one being discontinued. And this is also a huge lesson to me and to you guys that I can share with you, that with fragrances it is like never about one spray and test it and you like it or dislike it. But as you see, I really didn't appreciate this scent at the beginning, and right now you can tell by the usage that I really enjoyed this one. Then what we're gonna have, it's gonna be Drop of Daisy that I've been talking about already on this channel. So it is a super clean smelling, super beautiful feminine scent. I said once that it smells like mom to me, and it has something super feminine, laundry, flowery like smelling to it, so definitely worth a try. Then you're gonna have Tenderness by Lorenzo Villoresi. It smells more than fresh, it smells clean, because it smells like powdery talc, like baby talc, baby powder. But you have to know that this is an L'Eau de Toilette version. L'Eau de Parfum smells much more mobile, much more mature. I really love L'Eau de Toilette version. It smells like super, as I said, powdery, baby powder, like clean after shower smell. Like, I really appreciate this one. Then what you're gonna have, it's gonna be Tesori d'Oriente. It's been my last or 2 videos ago. I've been talking about the whole brand. They are super cheapy. You're gonna find them depending on where you live, or you're gonna search for them, like maximum $10 and 10 euros. And talking about fresh and clean smelling fragrances, right now I have Thalassothérapie, the super marine salty one, and then Forest Ritual woody green smelling scent. And the last one would be a traumatic one for me. It is Eternity by Calvin Klein. It is a super, I don't know, I have a lot of memories with this one. It's been always been present in my collection. I used to own it in my 20s. It was kind of my signature scent, but this is why it's traumatic to me, because in my 20s, the people used to complain about this one being too mature for me, smelling a little bit too serious for me. Even though how I perceive this one, it is only about being clean, a little bit pharmacy-like, but you have to try definitely. Once you're gonna appreciate it, this is a huge deal because it is a cheapy one already. This one is 120 milliliters if I'm not mistaken. No, 200 milliliters, and I got it for 30 euros. Anyway, 200 milliliters, guys. And so I have to own it in my collection. I really enjoy spraying it from time to time on my wrist. I think that I could use it right now in my 30s, but as I said, it's been kind of traumatic, but I have to retry. I really love this scent. So as always, guys, I hope that this video was interesting, fun and helpful for you. Let me know which are your choices for a clean and fresh smelling fragrances, and hope to have you in the next video. Bye!